Oh, yes, indeed, everybody. It's Wednesday. A little after 2 o'clock, just a little bit. I was DJing, so we late because of me, because I was in a whole zone. I think I'm gonna start selling mixtapes again for $5. I don't know how y'all gonna play them. I might have to use a jump drive. Or something. I'm putting them on cassettes. If you ain't got no cassette, shame on you. You should still have a radio somewhere in your house where you can play cassettes. I got cassettes, 45s, albums. I can still play all that stuff. Y'all start acting like y'all too good for all that technology right now. Y'all start acting. Don't do it. Don't do it. Y'all see who I got with me, man. Got my girl E. What up, E?
What's going on?
Look here, week 4. Strange week 4.
That was the other thing we were talking about while we were late coming out, because we were talking about week 4, because we went back to Thursday.
Oh my God.
When your coach don't want to travel with you, what you want to go see the grandbabies? We stay in Ohio to see the grandbabies.
Come on, coach.
Let's just talk about that for one quick second.
Coach.
How inappropriate is it for the head coach to say, "Nah, bro, I'm not gonna take the team flight after we took this L. I'm gonna go stay up here, put on my Ohio State gear."
One more time.
Yeah.
I don't think he understands the severity of the job that he's in. This is not college.
No.
He keeps getting slapped on the wrist time and time again, understanding that the NFL don't work like this. You're not the king of kings.
Right.
In this building. They don't worship you like on all the college campuses that you were at. Yeah, this is the NFL, and you're not winning.
Right. The boosters can't pull you out of this.
Nah, they can't get you out of this one.
But get you out of this. So.
Yeah, so he continues to and it's just strange and I think it's tough because people already had this bad disposition about Urban, and he continues to show why people see this why folk be on your head, Urban.
Right.
This why folk be on your head.
So Marlon called him Urban Liar. That is it. That's his new name. Let's go.
Yeah. He Lisa, what's good? Lisa, what's good?
Lisa.
So yeah, this guy here, a lot of tough lessons that he's going to have to understand when he's doing this NFL journey. I truly believe now that he really stuck this year now. He really stuck this year now. Like he got to ride this year out.
Well, for this year, I agree because it's such a mess. It's such a mess. They probably had meetings as to how they could get out of this gracefully. The team did, and come and find out, maybe we can't get out of this gracefully. So maybe this is something that we just have to let flow through and hope he don't do any more crazy stuff. I mean, I posted the timeline.
Yeah, the timeline. Yeah, that was crazy.
Liar timeline.
Yeah, and it's just funny because me and one of my dudes, we were talking, and listen, and this is what I try to get my stand. It's not a fireable offense with it. It's more embarrassing. It's a moral thing because here's a guy who's supposed to be a leader of men out doing it. Now you expect your 22-year-old quarterback. Your young your hot shot safety. Your wild boy wide receiver. You expect them to be doing this stuff. Right. Not the head coach. So the optics were terrible, terrible optics, Urban. Terrible.
I mean, and then the initial lie for him to say, "Oh no, I wasn't doing anything. I was trying to, I took a picture and I was trying to push this girl out." But in my day, in our day, that was called scooping. But he was you got to be kidding me. He is not trying to push that girl off.
I just want people to always understand these guys are always, the camera is always rolling.
Right.
We are in a
already faked the heart attack before.
Yeah. we are in a society where when people we in the TMZ era, I call it TMZ. Right. We're in the TMZ era where if people see you, they automatically gonna start taking pictures. And if they get footage of you, I mean, they gonna, like, the dude probably, whoever was filming that probably was like, "Nah, that's Urban Meyer. I'm just gonna film." But then as he saw what Urban was doing, he's like, "Wait a minute, come on. Nah, I got to get this."
That was the dude's film from one side. The chicken had put the other film out on her Instagram page where you could actually see what he was doing with his hands.
Well, she actually, and you know, the young lady, she done shut all the social media down. She only got a LinkedIn page now, so you can't put that stuff on LinkedIn. So yeah, if y'all go and look for her, you can't find her no more. She done shut that down. I'm pretty sure she got a nice little payment there to
don't take that out, Sean.
Yeah, get rid of social media. But think about it, the stuff that's in the Twitterverse is in the Twitterverse forever. It's gonna always be. It's gonna be a running joke. And my thing is, I think he hurt himself more as far as trying to go to a college job right now, because the optics were just so bad for that. Like alumni, coaches, you know, like ADs and presidents of schools are like, not right now. That's not a good look.
Burn that bridge. He could probably go back to Florida, but you know, he already burned that bridge.
You're like, that's not a good look. Right now, we can't bring him on our campus with us, because that's gonna come up. Like, that is going to come up all the time. So, hey, Urban, what you need to do Sunday, Herb? You need to get a win, my dog. You need to get a win. We need to turn this thing around.
We were just talking about Urban Liar.
Urban Liar, yeah. And what's so funny is just to sit here and see him at the podium apologizing, and it's like, you in your mind, you're like, what is his coaching staff thinking? What are his players thinking? Watching him do this.
They told you what they think. They put out there when he came out there. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. When he came out there and talked all that trash, they laughed at him. They laughed at him. He heard them laughing at him when he left the room.
That can't be good. Well, let's go eat. By the fact, I think he the first game, ain't he?
Yeah. He's the first game. Like I said, he got to stay in Ohio, like my mama.
Yeah.
Ohio. And go see the grandkids. You know. And after he took that L from the Bengals. Look, initially this was, so of course, you know, on paper it was like, wait a minute, what? And of course, the NFL Network decides to build it up as this, you know, rookie phenom against rookie phenom. Number one pick last year and number one pick this year, going against each other. And look, Jacksonville started out hot. They scored the first touchdown. You know, they were in it. You know, then they scored, you know, they were ready to go. They scored another touchdown. So, I mean, look, they were in this.
Yeah,
they were in this.
They were.
And then, you know, once again, it's Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Defense played very well initially.
Yeah. The drive before half, when they tried to go up 21-0, you got to get points there. Yeah. A theme that y'all gonna hear me say throughout this show today: bad teams find ways to lose instead of ways to win, because you get the points right. Just take them points, Irvin. Especially if y'all don't have a play that you know. I mean, you running inside zone with Trevor, like that. That's not a good play call.
Right.
That's not a good play call.
52-yard pass.
Yeah.
Chanel, I kept saying to Ian, like, who is this Chanel boy?
Oh man, that's the guy out of Colorado. That guy's a dog.
Ronald Chanel, what, the ex cousin?
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, I'm like, who is this dude? And so
he's a guy. He's a dude.
And then you go third and goal at the Cincinnati 8. coach, you got to take them points. You got to take them points. Take that in the locker room,
bro. Go in the locker room up 17-0, and I know you was like, we can put this dagger in them at 21-0, but take them points, coach. Take those points, coach, because the second half, Joe Burrow decided that he gonna put his cape on and he gonna start hitting Jamar Chase. He gonna start hitting all these other guys, and I mean, hey,
bam! It's 21-21.
Yeah.
24. So here we go. And then you punting the ball away. You giving it to them. The last drive, they go in field goal and they win the game.
Ball game. And again, bad teams find ways to lose football games.
Especially when you're a coach, on booty. 21-24 was the final of that one there.
Shout out to Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow continues to amaze a little bit. I owe Joe Burrow an apology. Yeah, so I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think he was gonna be able to carry on from college to that, but I mean the dude is a baller. Dude is a baller. What more can I say? He's a baller. Yeah.
Crazy. The next crazy game, the New York Jets find a way by hook or crook to win this game. They go. This was crazy. They beat Tennessee 27-24. So was it okay? So Maceo, was it the fact that he had no receivers to throw the ball?
He didn't.
So his star receivers were not
there
to throw the ball.
It was a huge fact that their game plan was so generic. It was so generic, and New York basically said, "Hey, you got to throw the ball over our head. Like, we're not gonna let Derrick Henry beat us. Like, you gonna have to throw the ball. Ryan Tannehill, if you that guy that they gave that money to, you gonna have to be the guy today." And he was not the guy. He was not the guy.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, I mean, Tap ain't there half the way, so it wasn't like it was just because they missed Tap out and Brown.
Well, they definitely miss AJ Brown because AJ Brown is his guy.
They miss AJ Brown.
They miss AJ. Yeah, AJ Brown makes that offense go. And again, Robert Saleh, let's get a Jets credit.
Yeah.
They sat there and they analyzed this thing and they say, you know what, we can lock up man on them dudes outside, them some Jags out there. Let's man them up and let's focus on containing Derrick Henry. And they did a good job of it.
And that's what they did. And you make them one-dimensional because we know their offense, just like ours runs on that play action. And if you can't do play action, then you're one-dimensional. And a lot of teams can get to take advantage of that. But once again, Tennessee still had the opportunity to win the game at the end, can't get done. So
No, yeah, and so here we go again. Bad teams find ways to lose games.
Yeah, I'm sorry, put the game into overtime. But yeah.
And here we go. When you give teams like Jets confidence, I mean they are NFL guys, they get the paycheck too.
Yeah.
You let guys hang around, they gonna find a way to win the game. Zach Wilson, he threw a couple of 50-50 balls that went in his favor.
Right.
They went in his favor, but when you get that momentum like that, plays like that happen, and that's when you kind of know, hey man, it's just my day. It's just my day. They get their first win.
And we talk about this all the time, and people just don't take this whole idea of to win football games, to win in this league. I think to win, not just in league, period. You got to have some stuff that just fall your way.
Oh, without a doubt. No, without a doubt. Everything. This win, it's a couple of wins that I looked at this week were just total team efforts because both of these teams don't have a game-changing guy.
Right.
Who can just hey, I can just dump it out there to him and he just gonna do some magic stuff.
Right.
This was a grinded out game for the Jets, and these are games that build confidence for because you're gonna have a New York Jet team that's heading to London next week. That's gonna be confident.
That team we about to play, they fine. They just go wild with them. Oh what? Man, we about
You know, it's
incredible. It's incredible.
it's funny. Shout out to Robert Saleh, Zach Wilson, New York Jets. They get their first win of the season.
They get their first win of the season. So, you know. But anyway, let's go on ahead to Philadelphia. Them Eagles played host to the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City went to Philadelphia, and you know they eked out a win. I don't know what's going on in Kansas City. I can't figure out what's going on in Kansas City. And I just don't know. I don't know, but they got the win. It's not only is the defense bad. The defense is terrible in Kansas City right now. And Patrick Mahomes is not helping them with the mistakes that he's been making. And but look, Philly was up 3-0, and then you know Kansas City do a touchdown to Fat Boy Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He ain't call him Fat Boy, because he's I'm a cut Fat Boy. He ain't doing that for me on my fantasy football team. But you know, then the Eagles come back, and you know Jalen Hurts had a great good game. He really did. And they came back and got back in. And then Kansas City scores another touchdown to Reek the Freak, you know. But here come Philly again. Because Kansas City's defense can't stop them from a score. It's 14-13.
Yeah.
Then, you know, Mahomes does throw another touchdown. But, you know, you had so much scoring before halftime in this game because nobody was playing defense.
Nobody playing defense. But our theme, once again, bad teams find a way to lose these kind of games. Kansas City cut down on the mistake. They only had one turnover.
Yep.
They only had one turnover this week. They've been averaging 3 to 4.
Yep.
Mahomes, you could tell Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy made a concerted effort to tell him, hey, dude, hey, listen, man. You ain't got to do everything.
Yep.
Stop with the fancy stuff. We pay you to be efficient. We don't pay you to throw interceptions. That ain't what we gave you $50 million for. That ain't what we gave you the money for.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and then the other hand, you know, Philadelphia helped them out by every time they were moving the ball, they had to settle for field goals as
bad teams find ways to lose games. Mm-hmm. And this Philadelphia offense, Soriano has to evolve. Everybody done caught up to that little zone. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna continue.
Right, you're not playing Falcons this week, bro.
You not, because what you actually do, they actually help Kansas City, honestly. Because Kansas City was able, they kind of figured it out. They were just like, look, when the back end pistol, they gonna run this stretch. When the back right next to him, and that oh my God, I'm like, why can't nobody see this? Back over here to the left, they gonna run zone because Jalen want to escape to the left. He for some reason he run better left. He want to escape to the left. They just start boxing.
You think a halfway decent football team, Atlanta Falcons, would be able to contain that? You know that's the one way he like to go. So why don't you keep him going that way? Oh, that's right, because you can't keep containing on anybody. But anyway,
yeah. So and that's how Kansas City pulls this game out.
Once again, the problem is when you got Hurts throwing the ball 48 times.
Entirely
8 times.
Too many attempts for that dude.
Rusher was Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
That's not a good fantasy for. I mean, that's not a good formula to win the game. It really isn't.
Teams are basically telling them we're gonna stuff them A gaps and we're gonna punish Jalen Hurts when he pull the ball and come outside. Yeah. We waiting on him so we can hit him.
Right.
Coach has that offensive staff. They got to revamp that offense because that's not a recipe for Jalen Hurts to survive 17 weeks. It's not.
Right. But
it's not.
But if he's your fantasy football quarterback, he giving you a whole lot of he puts up a lot of points both ways, you know, throwing the ball and running the ball. I mean, and he does. They do score. So I mean, look, I'm just saying. 42-30 was that game. Like I said, nobody went to play defense in that game on Sunday. So that's what ended up happening. You know, a lot of people assumed that, you know, your team would lay down against, the whole, oh, they so good Carolina Panthers, but it's a different Carolina Panthers offense without Christian McCaffrey. And not taking away from your fabulous Dan Quinn controlled defense that he's so good that Jalen Smith done fallen out of favor of the Dan Quinn defense. I said, what in the hell is that? Y'all gotta be kidding me. Is that the way they really gonna word that he fell out of favor with the Dan Quinn defense? Like that's just some damn juggernaut?
Let's clear it up. Let's clear it up. Let's clear it up. And I didn't know this till I really went back and watched. I went back and watched the last 3 games.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts. I said Jalen Hurts. We've been talking about Jalen Hurts. Number 9.
Jalen Smith.
Jalen Smith.
How much money did he pay to get that number 9, by the way?
Well, he had to pay up about 1.2 because he had to buy out all his jerseys.
Woo.
But
and they gonna cut you? Can I get a refund?
No. I didn't realize this. He's not on he's not even starting.
I know.
He's not the starter. He's coming in certain situations. They have these 2 young studs at linebacker because Van Der Esch really don't start. So Van Der Esch, he in trouble too.
Right, he's not starting because guess who runs this defense? And he got the people that he used to doing stuff. So that's who the people he see that they were his boys and they were loyal to him.
Yeah,
don't fire bumper sticker in Atlanta. So
that's the NFL. But what ended up happening was Jerry looked at Jerry and said, "Hey, are we gonna continue to give $7 million to a non-starter? No, get him out of here, man. Get him out of here. Because we're going to need that money because we gave Dak all the pie.
All the pie.
Gave Dak all the pie. We're going to need some pie to make some moves later on."
Yeah.
So, Jalen Smith, it was, hey, dude, you out of here. So, all that everybody...
You owe him a whole bunch of money, though.
Well, listen, you'd rather go on because if you keep him, you're gonna probably have to extend him or just do some crazy stuff. So you might as well go on and cut ties with him now, so you don't have to worry about that money next year. You can eat $7 million.
Oh.
You can't eat $21 million.
Okay.
You can eat $7 million. So that's why Jalen will be looking for the good thing about Jalen. He'll have a job by Friday.
He gonna have a job by Friday. I wish
he'll be okay.
I wish we could get. I wish we need help on every position except for Grady's on defense.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but
except for Grady and your boy in the back. That's it.
Yeah, this Carolina Panther team is still a good football team.
Yeah.
Still a very good football team. What Dallas realized, they small, they fast. So how do you neutralize a fast defense? You run right at them.
Run right at them.
And Dallas ran that football all day long.
Right.
295 yards rushing. They basically said they looked at the Alabama game, they looked at the Georgia game, and they said, you know what? Hey, we might well do it on Sunday too. Let's turn around and hand this thing off all day long.
So, Maceo, when has that not worked in football?
I mean, listen.
When?
it worked, especially in November, December.
You gonna get, if that's the defense that you gonna play against me?
Yeah.
Guess what I'm gonna do? Guess what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Guess what I'm gonna do till you stop me?
This is how you neutralize. And listen, Mike McCarthy, he just standing over there with his arm folded. My little offensive coordinator, left-hander, Kellen Moore.
Right.
Kudos to Kellen Moore for understanding. Hey,
Saturday.
This is what we got to do.
Right. Let's run the ball.
While we healthy up front. And Melvin Peaks, if you listen to Melvin Peaks, this is why you draft offensive linemen. You build your team inside out. You build inside out. I don't care about them pretty dudes out there. No, I can get them anywhere.
Right, you can get them anywhere. It's as painful as it is the way you build a team. That's the way you build a team. You look at people. You look at people like Seattle Seahawks. You know, you look at teams like that, and you like, look, you can't give those skill players all your money if you don't have nobody to protect them.
Yeah, yeah. What good is it to give you a
Nobody to stop
quarterback?
the other team from scoring.
Yeah. Listen, ask Kansas City.
It starts with the uglies, y'all.
Ask Kansas City.
Starts with the uglies.
They saw, hey, we got Tyreek, we got McCole, we got my $100 million quarterback ready for his life.
Yep.
You got to protect, and when you run the football like that, every time Dak went play action, Dak had all day to throw.
All day to throw because that's why and that's why another reason why I don't understand goal line yardage situations. Are you not going play action?
Man, get out of
on the run, baby. It's
everybody. Get out of that 4-5 wide. Hey, double tight, 3 tights. So what you know I'm running the ball. Can you stop me?
Can you stop me?
Can you stop? I'm gonna run this thing 4 times in a row. I'm telling you, we're running right behind. We're running to the left side. We're running behind Zach Martin and Tyron Smith. Stop it.
They can't. They can't. So
296 yards later, Carolina Panthers are 3-1.
Major injury to the Panthers, on defense. So
Yeah. But they pick up Stephon Gilmore today.
Yeah, they did.
Don't know when he'll be able to play. But hey,
well, he's
whatever.
Ready to after week 6, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that he won't be there to play until after we play them first time.
And my dude say that he is actually healthy, but he thought he thought somebody was gonna give $15 million out here in these streets.
At 31 years old, you need to whatever you've been smoking to get well.
Yeah. He
listen, smoking to get well.
And build them. Hey, build them. Say, hey, go find somebody to give you that $15 million. Dog, we'll trade you. Ain't nobody in these streets is gonna give you that $15 million.
Yeah, they know them. They ain't gonna play no pay. Come on, they don't pay nobody.
Hey, and Atlanta fans, y'all stop thinking as soon as somebody get cut, they come in here. Y'all gotta stop that. That's the first thing I saw this morning. Yesterday, man. Bring Jalen Smith here. With what money?
With what money?
What money?
I posted on Twitter today. I tweeted out this picture of somebody licking on the window shopping. That's the Falcons. We can't afford it. We on the welfare. Anyway.
Let's move on.
Giants and the Saints, baby.
Danny Dimes is back.
Get loud. The first play was a deep bomb to J. Ross, 51 yards. Look at here.
I didn't even know Ross was still in the NFL. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I did not know John Ross was still in the NFL. I was like,
well, he was at Baltimore, right?
He was Cincinnati. That's the one. That's the one who ran that.
That's why you don't know he was in obscurity.
But he was, he the one who ran that fast for the time and became a top 10 pick, and he didn't do nothing to Cincinnati. I was like, they said his name. I said,
well, nobody do nothing to Cincinnati.
He's in the NFL.
Only person go stay there and party is Urban Meyer. Anyway,
you and I have talked about the Saints, and here go the roller coaster. This is just what it is with the Saints. Yeah, K-Swill, cap hair is real. People don't understand that, K-Swill. People just think a guy get cut. Oh yeah, we can bring him in. We can bring him in.
The thing about this Giants Saints game is any given Sunday. This is the prime example of any given Sunday. I know we just eked out a win against them, but we won. We beat them, and so
you gotta take wins. You gotta take wins.
And then they play a team like the Saints, who supposedly have this superior defense, unlike the Falcons. And they cannot stop Danny Dimes. Danny was throwing dimes all over there.
He was.
over that.
He had a very very good afternoon
Yeah,
down there in the NO,
yeah.
and they had to bring in those number 7 9 the quarterback. He had
Oh
a
yeah. Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill came in. He got a couple touchdowns
The
and
one that Coach loved more than anybody else. Coach loved him.
yeah. Coach loved him, and they did a horrible job of getting who I think is their best weapon right now, Alvin Kamara. They did a horrible job of getting in the football,
Yeah.
and maybe
What's up with him though? For real. For real.
what
What's up with Alvin Kamara?
I don't know. I can't. I'm sitting here watching the film, and I'm just like, Coach, just hand him the ball. Like you know, we got to throw him the ball. Hand him the ball. But I think what we're really seeing now is how much Michael Thomas meant to this offense. All he do is run slants, and all he do is run that 10-yard breaking in route. But that's how they move the chains. And
right.
none of them guys that receiver any good in New Orleans. None of them. That's not a good group. It's not a good group.
Yeah. So I mean, they find a way to lose this game, and we know that secondary is suspect as heck anyway. Suspect. And so when you can't get it done, when you can't stop these passes, and then it's so discombobulated with Jameis Winston, so discombobulated with Taysom Hill, and no coach don't feel him like that. Coach don't feel him like that. He just does it. I mean, it's just in and out, and it's not like Jameis is bad. I mean, he's just who he is.
Yeah, and let's give Saquon Barkley a shout out. It looked like Saquon this week finally said, you know what, I just got to go with this knee. It looked like for a week he got over that knee, and he played one heck of a game. That last run, that was vintage Saquon. That's the Saquon they envisioned when they drafted him second overall.
Right.
Like, man, you took a running back that high.
Right. I mean,
Jeez.
Supposedly, this Saints front, but I think once again the threat of Danny just taking off and running it on them allowed Saquon to be better, so, yeah, exactly. So, anyway, the Poohdats lost. Yeah, who cares? I'm so happy they lost because they can be marred in the pits of heck with us. Thank you. Come on, join me, baby. Come here. So, yeah, anyway, so next game we will go to is this one here. We will go ahead and head to okay, what happened to my thing? Oh, sorry. Browns and the Vikings.
Whew.
Browns and the Vikings.
Your cousin came back to earth this week. Yeah. Last week he had a very dominant performance. You said, hey, that dude done turned the corner, and then this week he goes to Cleveland, and man, just wasn't that good. Wasn't that good? Yeah, wasn't that good.
Give me this. In my charger box, please. So yeah,
well, I mean,
Poo-Poo's bad, and and that's your cousin. That's your
cousin. Yeah, our cousin. He played bad. Baker wasn't much better. Yeah. He missed Odell a couple of times on some easy throws, but that running game and that the Cleveland defense is good enough to win a Super Bowl. I'm gonna say that this Cleveland defense got some ballers. This is a very good defense. Very good defense.
We know that. Yeah, definitely. Wow. I mean, but it's just you just never know. I mean, they both played very good defense. The final score of the game was 14-7.
Right.
They both played good, but your cousin out there throwing interceptions.
Yeah, he was.
That helped them lose this game.
Yeah. Now that one, like that play at the end of the game down there, Greedy Williams, that was an easy pass interference to call. Like
easy.
I mean, he mugged Adam Thielen.
And then you start thinking, I try not to get into the refs suck thing, but the refs have just
they kind of bad. It's a few guys they bad. They bad
year so far.
Yeah, they are.
From the confusion with this pass interference plays that these
That taunting.
celebration, these taunting plays.
Yeah, it's just terrible.
That's why you got Bosa going off, going like, what is this? What do you mean that I get a flag for taunting? What do
Yeah.
you mean when Darren Wallace spiked the ball, not even looking at nobody? That's
Yeah, he just throwing the ball down. He just throwing the ball down. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, and Cleveland Baker is your Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Baker is gonna come down to, can Baker keep you in game? Will Baker throw you out of a game? That's the concern in Cleveland. Will Baker do something crazy? Will Baker get outside of himself and be like, "Hey, I'm Baker. I got to do some Baker stuff." Because Baker want to get paid.
Yeah,
Baker want to get paid.
I don't know if Baker gonna get paid. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, I think because he reminds me of Jameis so much.
Yeah.
And it's because it's here. It's here. And I told you, I think his problem is he in too many commercials. He got
some new commercials too.
He got new commercials where they they just doing too much. I mean, having yard sales at the stadium and everything.
Yeah. I saw the one yesterday where they announced it, like every move you make, the PA announcer is I was like, wow, okay, Baker.
God, really?
Yeah, man. Good. Get that check, Baker.
I turn the channel. I can't stand it. But hey, look. Cleveland is once again getting it done in the regular season, just like they did last year. So I mean, is it gonna make any difference? Are they gonna be able to be successful in the postseason when it counts? We'll see. So anyway, let's go ahead and go to Chicago.
Justin Fields. Justin Fields.
I mean, but everybody getting all excited. Well, y'all, come on, it was Detroit. They like the Falcons. They always find a way.
It was Detroit. What I say the theme of this show: bad teams find a way to get these games away. And here you go. But I'm gonna say this about Chicago, and I don't know if it was Matt Nagy or it was whoever. They said this week we're gonna design a Justin Fields friendly playbook.
That makes sense because we got a good defense.
we got a good defense. Yeah, Lisa, it's official. Justin Fields is QB1 for the rest of the season. I personally think he should have been QB1 from day one, but
everybody think he should have been QB1 from day one. But you're gonna keep these dudes who swear these offensive gurus. I can work with this dude right here.
And Andy Dawson not that guy. Andy Dawson ain't like that. He ain't like that. But the Bears ran the football, play action, and they kept Justin safe. And I keep telling you, everybody, offensive linemen would much rather run block than pass block. They had a disadvantage when they pass block. But when they run blocking, they moving forward, they using that big old body, and they knocking hell out people. That's what they want to do. They don't want to catch people the whole game. They want to plow people.
Right.
Let them plow.
And David Montgomery had 106 yards. Damian Williams, 55 yards. They were running the ball, which makes sense. So what you can keep it easy for Justin Fields.
Yeah.
A la Stetson Bennett at Georgia. You have, they only had just don't do the ball 17 times.
That's all he. 20 throws should be the cutoff.
That should be the cut. You are absolutely right.
20 throws should be the cutoff.
I know Nagy didn't figure this out. I know he.
Give him 20 throws, and those throws. A lot of those throws they were in tight formation.
Yeah.
And it's play action. It's an easy read for Justin because they clearly out there playing man. Corners off. Justin can throw that out, throw that curl, and it's clear. It ain't 8 people in coverage because we in 4 and 5 wide. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
So
keep it simple.
Bears pulled it off. They did what they did, but they lost David Montgomery. He's hurt. So we're gonna see what happens to them going forward with their next game. But listen, let's go on and go to Buffalo because I'm telling you something. Them Buffalo Bills, They kicking A and taking names in the AFC, baby.
Well, it was Houston.
I know it's Houston, but
Houston is a bad.
they're a
Houston is
bad
a bad football
team.
team. They are a bad
What
football
you
team.
supposed to do with bad football team?
Oh yeah, you kick them. You kick them down the street like tomato cans. Yeah, you kick them. Yeah,
Kick
you
that
kick
food.
them.
And
Yeah,
that's
you
what they
kick
did.
them.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what they did.
yeah, you kick them.
And look, I'm not saying it because he's my fantasy football team, my fantasy quarterback in a couple of my leagues because he hooked me up last year.
Oh, he balling.
But you gotta give
He balling.
what Josh Allen is doing in them streets.
Yeah.
Not, they are doing good. We're running the ball as well. 40 times running as opposed to 30 times throwing.
Yeah.
Got that good mix. 200 yards rushing the ball compared to his 256 throwing the ball. I mean, come on.
Yeah, this is what you do to bad football teams. Yeah. Davis Mills is clearly in over his head.
Yeah,
he is in. But this is, I expect this from a guy who only played 11 college football games.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you gonna get, bruh.
I mean, in this, I ain't gonna say it's unfair, but I mean, because he is in NFL. I mean, he getting the check too. Right. But like David Colley and his staff, they got to really scale this thing down.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we got to have some action or some move, but put this man, take the Justin Fields approach.
Right.
Give this man about 5 to 6, 7 plays.
That just gonna keep him right where he needs to be.
And let's run the ball. Let's get this dude in 3rd and 4. Yeah. Let's get this guy in a bunch of 2nd and shorts. Let's do that. Because asking him to throw the ball, how many times did he throw the ball?
20. He threw the ball 21 times. And they ran the ball 18 times. I mean, but they couldn't do nothing.
They couldn't do nothing. Corey Long, I love you too. He said he's only here for the amazing Erica Gray. I love that guy.
Well,
I love that guy.
I was David Hayes says, Buffalo will have a test this week because they play Kansas City. Have you seen Kansas City defense?
Yeah, I don't know if that's
is that really gonna be that?
Yeah, it could be a 40 to 30 game.
I mean, it could be.
It could be.
So,
it could be. I feel bad for Houston. I feel.
Don't nobody feel bad for Houston.
I feel bad for Houston. I feel bad for David Colley. Well, let me take that back.
Football, baseball, no basketball.
I feel bad for David Colley because David Colley waited till he's 67.
He's a stand-up guy.
Yeah. And they put him out here on the front line to Nick Caserio. If I was to ever see Nick Caserio in these streets, I'd trip him up like a 3rd grader. Because what they doing is criminal. And everybody,
it's
listen. Deshaun Watson will never play a down for Houston ever again.
Not happening.
Y'all stop it.
It's not happening.
Stop it. If y'all don't think the NFL, the Houston Texans, and Deshaun Watson already had a conversation, I don't care if we down to the 6th string quarterback. Deshaun Watson is not suiting up this year.
Yep.
He's not suiting up. Take your $10 million, Deshaun, and go do what you do. Do what you do, my boy. So yeah, terrible game. I'm looking forward to Buffalo and Kansas City. It's probably gonna be like the game of the week next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, get your popcorn ready in my Lane Kiffin voice. Get your popcorn ready. Yeah.
So Buffalo skunked them though.
Oh yeah. If we were playing Madden, they would have to give up the sticks a long time ago.
Yeah.
Get off the sticks.
Yeah. So anyway, let's go on and go down to Florida. Indy went down to Miami. Dang on quarterback for Miami Dolphins. I forgot.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett.
Oh yeah, bless his heart.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Yeah.
Look, he went 30 for 20, 199, 2 touchdowns. They can't run the ball. Carson Wentz looked much better. He must have got 2 shots in them ankles because he was moving like an old man last week. He had a little bit more mobility, but shout out to Frank Wright and his staff again, making the adjustment to craft a game plan
that's Carson Wentz friendly.
That's gonna help your quarterback. I don't understand. These guys who are bound and determined to stay with their system is my system. Right. I think Corey he's gonna go for 350. They a lot of big plays for him, but he can look. Josh Allen is a good football player, and Buffalo's a good team. So anyway,
they are. I picked to go to the Super Bowl, so
yeah.
I gotta ride with them.
So broke ankles and beat Miami 27-17. Just if I were Dolphins, I'd figure out a way to make that trade because Duke can play this right now.
Well, no. This is what got to drive Miami people crazy, and they won't admit it, but I help them out.
Yeah,
I help them out.
Yeah,
they got to be looking around. They talked about tank for Tua for a year.
Tank for Tua. They tank for him, and he a tank.
Here come the pick. Oh. Justin Herbert right there, and Tua. But I guess they had to stick to their guns and say, "Hey, we say we're gonna tank for Tua.
We said
he right there. Let's give our fan base what they want. Somebody gonna get fired down there.
Yeah. Somebody's going to get fired.
Somebody gonna get fired down there in Miami in the 305.
That is the triple true group. So anyway, let's go on and go to San Francisco. They hosted the Seattle Seahawks. Russell and them came, and first drive, Jimmy G throws a touchdown. It's 7-0, and that was it. That was basically it for their offense because he got hurt.
He hurt his calf. Now he's saying, hey, I might get
Carson Wentz. Right.
I might play this week because he know if he got to miss multiple games, the Trey Lance era is here. And listen, all my 49er partners, y'all stop. That was a busted coverage. Debo say it wasn't nobody within 30 yards of Debo when Trey Lance threw that football. Y'all stop it.
They raching.
Stop it. The man, Morgan could have completed that pass.
Yeah.
Stop. Trey Lance ain't looked nobody off, man. It was a busted coverage, man. Y'all get out of here with that, man. Man, they kill something about my partner. But you see how Trey Lance looked off? Nah, what Trey Lance did was he caught a red jersey in his eyes. He said, wait a minute. Is somebody down? He just flicked it.
And it's the whole rival, your divisional rival. They always play each other tough.
Yeah, they do.
And Seattle, I mean, this game was crazy because Seattle they're not a good football team.
They're a roller coaster.
Really not. They're roller coaster. Russell Wilson, 23 for 16, 149, 2 touchdowns. I mean, they were harassing Russell Wilson. He just ain't that fast dude that he was before, that he could get out of everything. But then once again, he'll make this fantastic play. Like, how did Tyler Lockett catch that ball? And then you had Trey Lance in there, and he was running Jimmy G's offense for a minute. So maybe if the brilliant Kyle Shanahan could just go ahead and craft something for Trey Lance this week,
because he is an expert. He's a guru. He's a guru.
He won't run the ball to win the Super Bowl, but otherwise,
I'm intrigued to see if I want to see Trey Lance go from start to finish. I want to see a game plan that's catered to Trey Lance. I want to see all the physical gifts. I want to see all that on display. I want to see it. So George Kittle got hurt in this game. We had a lot of injuries this weekend. Yeah, and he's questionable to be in the game next week. So we'll see. But like I said, Seattle went ahead and won this game for them. And but they're not that good anyway. Arizona, LA, man, woo! The real Matthew Stafford showed up.
Yeah,
I saw him, and for everybody kept talking about something. Especially you, Corey Jones. Boy, stop. Go back and look at this game. Matthew Stafford missed so many throws in this game, man.
He missed a ton. He missed a ton, man. That's how I lost my fantasy for this week for the first time all month because you can't get the ball in my boy Cooper Kupp.
Oh, they're gonna Melvin Pete. I still got them Matthew Stafford receipts. You think this dude's so good. You think this guy's so good.
Better with a better offense catered around him. But the problem in this game was dang on the defense of the Arizona.
LA? Yeah.
You know, they gave him problems, but LA's defense didn't show up this game. I'm like, what happened? What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah. Well, this was crazy about the LA. That the Rams defense is truly built for in the pocket quarterbacks because they get that push up the middle, and they basically put everybody in they in the lap and they smother you. Man, Kyler Murray ain't with that.
Kyler Murray was breaking out on them fools like, "What? Catch me if you can. You can't." It
was a play. Aaron Donald, and I hope and pray they got Aaron Donald mic'd up, or at least somebody with a microphone near him. It was one play where Kyler Murray was standing there looking, and Aaron Donald was like, "Oh, I got him now, man." Bobblehead made one little quick move and it took out the other way. Aaron Donald was looking like, what am I supposed to do with that?
I mean, really?
What am I supposed to do with that?
And they're playing Tom Brady this
week. and their defense is like, because he can go this way and cut back this way. But the thing about Kyler, his eyes always down the field.
Yeah.
And he just flicked that thing. Oh my God, he had that round. He had the Rams defense. He had the Rams defense confused.
I mean, it's that quickness. It's not so much speed. It's the quickness. You know, it's Russell Wilson on steroids, y'all. For real. I mean, for real, because he has an arm too, but he has that quickness. Remember, Russell Wilson would just be like, get out of stuff or whatever. But Kyler Murray is quicker. So,
yeah. This dude like 200 miles an hour. He just zigzag. And shout out to AJ Green. AJ Green getting new life. I keep telling y'all give all that attention to DeAndre. AJ Green over here abusing your second and third corner, abusing them.
What they're doing, they focusing all their attention on D-Hop, and meanwhile, AJ is wide open.
AJ out there eating. AJ eating. Christian Kirk eating. Rondale Moore eating. Man, hey, Arizona, the last undefeated team in the NFL, everybody.
Last undefeated team in the NFL.
Last of the Mohicans. And I told y'all, the real Matthew Stafford, this is one. It's going to be a few more weeks that he's going to Matthew Stafford this thing. Keep watching. Keep watching.
And every week in the league, it's one person or the other. Of course, last week, the Rams could do no wrong. They were the best team, since the 84 Bears. Killing people.
You know how these prisoners of the moment do. Microwave.
When you beat old man Tom, who's standing in the pocket, and you think everybody gonna be like that, it's gonna be a totally different. It's gonna be a long day when you try to stop somebody as quick as Kyler Murray. So
shout out to Arizona. Shout out to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Pretty boy coach. He got to be all smiles out here right now. All smiles.
It's 37-20 was the final of that. Like I said, Yams didn't play no defense. They played no defense Sunday.
Peace. I don't care if they going to the playoff. They ain't gonna win it. Y'all act like Matthew Stafford signed and they going to the Super Bowl. Just get them the Super Bowl trophy. It don't work like that, Pete. I got your receipts. Matthew Stafford ain't nothing, man. He ain't nothing. What has he show? What did he show you in Athens? What did he show you with all that talent? What did he win a natty? He must have won a natty I don't know about. I ain't think so. Get out of here with that.
That is funny.
Get out of here. Everybody going to the playoffs. Get out of here with that, Pete. Get out of here.
Coaching the Ravens.
She can't help you, Pete. She can't help you. Because she don't think Matthew Stafford going to the Super Bowl either. Get out of here. Let's go, E. I'm sorry, E. I'm sorry, E. I'm sorry, E.
Y'all are funny.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Matthew Stafford ain't won nothing. Y'all kill me with that with some of these dudes, man. Y'all act like Matthew Stafford got like 5 Lombardis right here. I ain't seen them.
I mean, that's how they act what AA run. Like he got 7 rings.
All right, E. Where we at, E? Where we at, E? I'm sorry, E. Hey, Teddy Two Gloves got hurt. Yeah, he caught my dude Teddy Two Gloves got a concussion.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Yep. Totally. You know, and it's sad that that I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong week. Hold on. It's sad when you lose him because poor Teddy. He can't stay healthy.
Yeah, they're a whole different team. You see. Oh yeah, without a doubt. When he goes out, now Drew Lock with his no moving the ball, but he come in the game, and now Lamar them, he find Hollywood. Hollywood find the side that he want to catch the ball. Hollywood week to week we catching the football. So Lisa, I get into that. I get to that story behind that picture. I get to the story behind that picture in the dome on Sunday. I gave Buddy the blues. I gave the blues. I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Ravens definitely won that game. Sunday night football, everybody was talking about this to the point where I was like, you know what? I got to go to work early in the morning. I am so tired of them. Can you wipe your mouth?
Listen, this was one of those games where Las Vegas suckered a lot of people. They didn't sucker me. I took the under because, listen, Bill Belichick has practiced against Tom Brady for 20 years.
He played him every day in practice. Every day in practice. He knows what his weaknesses are, right?
Yeah. He done played the guy he looked at Tom Brady in practice every day for 20 years. So if y'all didn't think that he was gonna have a game plan devised to, neutralize, and listen, whenever Gronk not there, I always worry about Tom Brady because he know he can go to Gronk. Gronk is his security blanket. Y'all saw how he was just off with break. Yeah, he was off with break like half a second of the Bill CL, he had a great game plan. Great game plan for old Brady. Mac Jones, Mac Jones couldn't make the plays.
But he didn't help him at all in the running game either. They
no.
Run the ball.
But
they did not run. They tried to run the ball. They attempted 8 runs.
You know what the biggest problem with this Patriot team, and this is one of the reasons Tom Brady wanted to get up out of there too. They just have no explosive players on offense. That is that team now, like that dinking and dunking. That just at least Edelman could catch the ball 30, 40 yards down the field. They have nobody who could do that. Nobody. I mean, nobody. I like Jacoby Myers, Arabian Mountain. That's our homeboy. But he not scared no defense in the NFL.
No.
He not scaring nobody. So, throw them 10, 15-yard passes. That's not going to get you 21, 28 points. If New England can't score 28, 30 points, they're not going to win no football games. Corey Law said he said they had the penny slot. He said they had the penny slots going. He said they wasn't even no nickel and dime. Y'all crazy out here, man. Y'all crazy.
And Bill don't care. That's why he's like, oh, we don't need you no more, Sonny Michelle. Yeah, ball with you. We'll get rid of you. We can't run the ball. We don't care because you know what? I'm just gonna call it the way I want to call it. This is my team. Anyway, Monday Night Football.
Oh, my adopted team. Lord. The Raiders.
Look, y'all can't blame my boy at all. Justin Herbert is just the Chargers are a good team. They are a good team.
I'm gonna say this every time he make plays. I owe Justin Herbert an apology because as I watched him in college, I just didn't see where his skill set translated to the NFL. And clearly, Mario Cristobal them with all them sideways throws they were doing him in college. He was throwing that bubble screen. He was throwing a little shallow route. Man, this kid has a freaking gun. Throw the ball down the field.
He has a gun.
He got a gun.
They throwing the ball. They running the ball. They throwing the ball, they run the ball, and guess what? They stopping the run, they stopping the pass. They play defense, they play offense. The whole 9 yards. What?
I gotta give a shout out to that Derwin James. Derwin James is a monster.
Yep.
When y'all didn't hear from Darren Waller early, the reason why y'all didn't hear from Darren Waller early, because Mr. Derwin James, number 33 in your program, ladies and gentlemen. If this guy could stay healthy, he could easily be one of the best players in the league.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this guy, the talent this guy got is unreal. This guy is 6'2", playing safety, but he can play corner. He can cover. Now he cover receiver, tight end. It don't even matter. He come up and hit people.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh my God, this guy's a dog, man. This guy a dog.
And you know Derek Carr, if he can force the ball to Darren Waller, he gonna do it.
Boy, you know that. You know that. And he was a little off because he missed Henry Ruggs on that over route a couple times. Henry Ruggs is so fast. Oh my God.
He's so fast. He already ready to pass for.
Lord have mercy.
He's
man.
He's like Rick fast. I mean, that ball he already still.
They in deep cover too, and he's still splitting the safety.
Yeah.
Like that ain't supposed to happen. Derek Carr, man. Derek Carr put that thing out there. Derek Carr. Tough loss for the Raiders. What I like about every game the Chargers play at SoFi, sound like a bowl game because it'd be so many of the other team fans like I was like, are they in Vegas?
Man, they ain't got no home.
Nah, they ain't. They're saying they homeless.
They ain't got no home. They a nomad team.
Hey, look, just when
you play in SoFi Stadium, but that ain't your home.
When the home team is on offense, your quarterback. Your quarterback shouldn't be holding his ear because he can't hear his headset. At home, he should be able to just look up. Yeah, he should be able to look at the sideline and almost read the coach's lips. Okay. Now he out here like, I'm like, are they in Vegas? Like, what is going on? It sound like a bowl game. Man. Yeah. We know, man. Yeah, shout out to the Chargers, man. Shout out to the Chargers. Yeah. Look. Shout out to the Chargers.
Jared Cook out there looking like dang on Tony Gonzalez.
Hey, man. Oh my God. Hey. Yeah, man. He been around the NFL. He done been around the NFL now. Yeah.
Been around and done found a home with the nomads.
Yeah.
They don't have no home.
No, they don't.
Let's talk about it. Let's get there. Whatever. We gotta talk about our fantastic Atlanta Falcons and finding another freaking way to lose the goddamn game.
So real quick, Lisa, I'm explaining the picture. So we were in
people in the stands.
Yeah, I mean, because listen, I want it all. I'm gonna fight anyway. It don't even matter.
They say you want all that smoke.
It's a whole section of Redskin fans. They just talking crazy, and I'm just like, you know, y'all not that good, right? You know, y'all not that good. And this dude, man, he was just he had to say Sean Dirty. Well, I tell you, I say no, Chase Young. He ain't did nothing, man. He ain't did nothing but wear them yellow shoes. So then, you know, so it started with me and Buddy. Then there was another dude on the other side of him who had on, I forgot what jersey had on, but I was just joning his jersey the whole game. I said, dog, you don't even count because I don't even know who that is you got on. And if it ain't got your name on the back, You need to shut up. So me and buddy were going. So we were coming. We were side betting. I mean, we were just having a good time. And I got tired of the Falcon fans sitting there. Like I'm like, fight for your team. Don't let nobody. First of all, we got to stop letting people just come in.
You need to be sitting with us. You need to
Yeah.
be sitting with us. We up on 4th down. We on 5th down. We on every
Yeah.
down.
You got to stop letting people come in. It's bad enough.
You sit with them special people because they done
Yeah.
already sold their tickets. And that's why you got a Redskin or Washington fan, football team fan up there heckling because they already sold their tickets. And that mess around us.
And Leslie Coleman, Leslie, I apologize for always making a big deal about people not being in the state, but that irks me because anywhere else you go, and I understand our tailgate culture is unlike any other culture, but I'm telling y'all this, don't nobody tailgate like Edom, and they in the stadium at 12.
Yeah.
So you can do what you do out there. Get your butt in the stadium because nowhere else, y'all go to stadiums across the country. At 1 o'clock kickoff is loud and it's rowdy, and people understand that affects the other team. Why do y'all think teams coming here and if they win the coin toss, they want the ball? Because they know y'all in the parking lot, so they can get their first drive off. Because it ain't gonna be loud. We gotta stop that.
Yeah, I mean, but to talk about people who would rather do that or whatever the case, that's not us. We're in there, as you know. But it's hard to go and product where you have coaches who just do stupid stuff. So Maceo, so one of the things that Arthur Smith said, the reason why he went for 2 is because the card tell fortunes when you go for 2.
Yeah.
So the matrix, the metrics, the numbers say, oh, this is a good time to go to 2. I don't have to feel this game. I don't have to know what's going on. I don't have to call anything. The cards say go for 2. Really?
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. The great Gary Cantrell, who I worked on at Douglas High School, he always talked about that damn card. He's like, hey, damn this damn card. He throw that card, man. Damn that card. One of your best players in Atlanta is your kicker. Let him come kick the extra point. Ain't no guarantee you're gonna get 2, especially with your play calling, my dude. Your play calling is not a doggone.
It isn't. Your play calling was predicated on a dude who could run the ball. I mean, and we don't have that in Atlanta. And then the best dude that you got on your sideline that's been making plays all day, you got him on the sidelines.
And then you tell us he on the sideline because of blocking issues.
Or you don't trust. Did you see? Okay, first.
Yeah.
Time out. Did you see
the
3? I know you saw the 3 running plays because you're like, why are you calling 3 running plays? 1, 2, 3, 4 to Mike Davis. Ain't nobody blocked for Mike Davis though. Yeah. Nobody. Jalen Mayfield and Dango. Who is that next to him? They were horrible.
Yeah.
Didn't block nobody. They didn't block nobody. So then you said, oh dang, they didn't block nobody on that play. But let's run the same play again. What, coach?
Yeah.
I mean, I was just so outdone with him and saying, he'll have Cordero Patterson in the whole freaking 4th quarter. In the whole 4th quarter. Y'all know how many plays he ran in the 4th quarter? Yeah, right. In the whole freaking 4th quarter. Maceo.
Yeah.
So we were the only ones in the stand saw how that dude was bowling. And you can't tell me Mike Davis didn't score that touchdown because he said, dang, I ain't even started. And this number 84 with his high number out here gonna take my job. I ain't even start. They didn't even start Mike Davis Sunday. Dude with the high number about to take my job. Let me score this touchdown. Let me pull everybody because I gotta get in the end zone.
Yeah, it's Arthur Smith. He definitely swimming, but everybody he gonna be here. He's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but I think what he needs to do is one of the things that they said Dan Quinn was gonna do last year is get an in game. Somebody tell him, dude,
Nah,
he don't need to be on the sideline.
he
I can come down there and do it for him. I
he
can
got to
come do it for him.
he got to simplify that playbook. They trying to do too much because it's all because
Always bring it. Why you keep bringing folk in the game to
you
just stupid trick plays?
you
Stop it.
you're trying to run because this the problem right now for what I see, especially when I go back and watch the film. You have a Cordero Patterson offense, then you have a Mike Davis offense, and then you kind of got a Kyle Pitts offense per se. And I think what ends up happening is I think he get lost in because I'm pretty sure where he got his card set up, scripted. You know, he kind of got to go from this instead of like this. My system. This is my system, and I got to be able to play. Cordero got to be ready to run these plays. That Mike can run these plays. They all need to be able to run the same plays, kind of sort of.
Yeah,
And it
exactly.
and it's at some point, just at some point, coach had he got to tear that thing in half. Like for now, he gotta tear that thing in half, and he got to scale down. Hey, let's do this. Let's do this, and let's do this. Cause like you say, you flipping in all the personnel and doing like no, it's just doing too much.
Trying to do too much with first people who still learn your offense. They just are. That's just the way it is this year. When you bring somebody in a whole new system, they still learn offense. Especially people. You're right. I mean, exactly. He can't run the stretch. We see that.
And
we've been saying for the last
and once again, Mike Davis is not a stretch runner. Mike Davis is a between the tackle, a gap. So he inside the tackle. Like you don't need to run Mike Davis like that. Like that's a waste. That's a waste. That's almost a waste of play. That's a waste of play.
Watch why we don't know. Okay, so we're gonna finish talking about him. But look, what's wrong with your nephew, cousin, little brother?
Yeah, man. So slide tripping. Tell you slide tripping, and clearly, I get to talk to him tomorrow. He is available to the media tomorrow, so we'll get to talk to him. Honestly, I think right now, I think finally the enormity of truly being the number one receiver is now like heat out. It ain't no Alabama and you got 5 dogs out there. Or like I say, Julio got a lot of the attention. So, hey, you was able to kind of find your groove. But now you the guy. You are the guy, and they expect you to make these plays. And
just
catch the ball. And whether you it was a couple times, the one in the middle of the field, like you're gonna get hit, Calvin.
Yeah.
You know you're gonna get hit. I mean, that's just what it is.
Right. It's football.
But you can protect yourself by catching the ball and going and cradling up. No, I ain't finna get hit and not get the catch.
Right.
Get the damn catch. And clearly, so because what it's looking like, and Calvin, listen, I know you're not scary. I know you're not scary. But when people look at the way you running the football, it look like you don't want no contact. That's what it look like, Cal. I mean, my 12-year-old can see that. She'll say, he must don't want to get hit.
Right.
Like, you got to brace yourself for the end. People expect you as the number one receiver. You got to come down with them catches. And Calvin, ain't no excuse.
Ain't no excuse.
Because you are the one. You were drafted to be the one. You were drafted to be Julio replacement. That time is now. And people expect you to make those plays.
He had the ball in at least 2 or 3 of those instances and can't complete the catch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You hit the ground and the ball come out. What is that?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, and sometimes I look at him, he be in such a rush to try to make his move, but now your move
Right,
don't mean nothing if
right.
you don't catch the ball.
Doing that backwards back up. I mean, what you doing with that?
All right, so
Quit going backwards.
yeah, Calvin has to, because what's going to happen is the longer the weeks go by, the pressure is going to mount even more. Because now, Cal, like I say, people looking at you, they like, well, this is one of the reasons they moved off Julio besides his money was your productivity. Like you played great games with him
Right.
out the lineup, so
I mean,
we know you can do it.
we know you can be a number one. We know you can do that. We know you. We saw you do it because Tap Out was always hurt. Like he hurt now. But anyway,
Dave Hayes, you got to stop throwing Tim Brown on the bus. Tim Brown made them catches. You got to stop doing that. You can't put Calvin and Tim Brown in the same. Tim Brown made them catches, but Tim Brown had no open field move. He had that one little move. He used to juke them big old shoulder pad. But Tim Brown caught the football with no gloves, just tape on his fingers. Just tape on his fingers.
And he wasn't going backwards every time. That's reverse. He's not deacon nobody like that. Just go forward. Get the first down. Catch the ball. Fall forward.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Okay, David Hayes, find the ground. Yeah, Tim Brown was the master at that now. Tim Brown, Isaac Bruce. Nobody did better than Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt.
Yeah.
You ain't finna get no shot on them. Isaac Bruce, he did a good job, but once he did, he look at his shoes like his tape caused him to slip. Nah, you just getting down. You self-preservation. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But make the catch. Make the catch. Make the catch.
Yep.
Lisa, I'm gonna say to Mike Davis, 13 carry, 14 yards again. 8 of those runs are not Mike Davis type runs. Like, why are you trying to run him? Like anything outside from Mike Davis is not gonna work. I'm sorry.
Once again, we talked about two coaches who tailored their offense to fit their quarterback, the personnel on the field. This is what this coach has to do. I think, like I said, I think it might be just too much for him his first year being a head coach and calling offensive plays too. It's just too much for him. And you see it. This is the third game that the mistakes has been on him. I mean, decision making has been just not up to par. And I just hope that he fixes that because, we're going to go to London and be embarrassed. I mean, I ain't going. I'm just glad we go. Now
we got to talk about this defense.
Yeah.
Especially the last play where Taylor Heineke was able to look at 5 to 6 different people. And then he committed the cardinal sin because they tell you all the time, you never throw the ball back across your body, but clearly he threw the ball across his body. But Deion Jones, you got to make that play. They paid you top linebacker money to make that play in the open field. Deion, I expect you to make that play. I do, because I've seen you do it.
We Drew Brees be like, you can do that. You made that play on me all the time.
You gotta when he break down Debo, run through him. Yeah. Cause when he break down, you break down, he got the advantage because he finna take back off. And as you see, once you went to go get him, you slipped off him.
Yep.
Slipped off. You can't expect your guys in the secondary to cover a guy like this. Go back and look at that play in slow mo. Taylor Heineke look 1, 2, 3. Then he looked back over here the way before he said, "Oh, the back way over here." And he's slowing that thing across his body. Mm-hmm. That ain't supposed to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not supposed to happen.
It was a lot of plays on that last drive that wasn't supposed to happen to a defense that know how to play defense. I mean, it's just like. It's like these dudes, they literally pulled them off the street. And I know they didn't because a lot of them get paid a lot of money. Look, Dante Fowler had a much better game. He is just trying to get his money for next year. He trying to make plays so he can get his money for next year. Grady, another great game. But we keep making just elementary mistakes. Elementary mistakes. And it's just the simple fact is you are not doing your job. You're trying to do everybody else's job but yours.
The play was TJ TJ Green can't find. I mean, dog. Taylor Heineke just threw that up for That's supposed to be an interception. Terry McLaurin touchdown.
Jump ball.
Yeah, like
5'2" receiver.
Yeah, like TJ Green. He looking around for the ball. I'm like, how you get lost? And one of the biggest plays to open up the third quarter and give up a kickoff return. You in a league that's trying to get rid of kickoff returns, you give one up.
Yeah. I mean, but but once again, you have to. Sometimes I just don't understand what this coach is doing. Like I said, you don't protect your team. You know your punter's hurt. So you got your kicker punting the ball.
Yeah. I saw that. I thought I was tripping.
To make sure that you're not putting your kicker in danger as well. Like I said, you said this already. Bad teams find ways to win, to lose, and we clearly are a bad team because we clearly said, "Oh, this game, hell no, we can't do that. Let's go find a way to lose."
And what's crazy?
Let's just do stupid stuff.
Just think about what the demeanor would have been had this team won 2 games in a row, and you're heading to London. You have a much better feel as opposed to the roller coaster you on now, and now you're going over to London with more questions than answers. And the way you're playing football, that's a game that you can lose. This 1-3 team, like you really could lose this game as opposed to you have been won 2 in a row and you rolling. Now you go over to London, like, man, you know what? We should slap the Jets. We should just slap the Jets. We should just slap them. All interesting.
Anyway, I ain't even think about it, man.
All interesting. The good part about it. Yeah, well, hey man, we can't do that yet because we don't play yet. We got the wild card tonight. We got them Dodgers. We got them Cards. It's good to see them Yankees get sent home. I gave them the hand yesterday.
I'm hoping the Cards can do to the other big money team.
Well, I think St. Louis gonna get them. I think St. Louis gonna get them.
I mean, you can get, just like the Yankees, people dropping like flies, and you got Giancarlo Stanton think he hit a home run and he's going to his traffic.
Yeah. Oh, CL, I forgot you. I forgot your CL Jets fan. He's a Jets fan, so yeah, CL. He said we don't want none of Salah and baby boy Zach. Shout out to Zach mama ain't been getting a lot of TV time. I guess they told Zach mama to stay out the way. Because after the draft, she was hot in the streets.
Baby boy Zach, we let the Heineken boy look good. So I wouldn't be surprised.
And everybody, that's our show, everybody. Let's make E feel better about herself, everybody. Because you're right, Lisa. If we were 2-2 going in the next week, you just feel better about yourself. You got a team that's coming in New York who feeling good about themselves.
Yeah. And
you got Atlanta who still asking questions and
asking questions once again from top to bottom. Have we been doing this since?
It's been long time.
Questions top to bottom.
It seems like, but Atlanta got to pay for pay for therapy for people who got PSLs and all of those good things.
They don't have to pay for no therapy for me. I'm good because I knew what was gonna happen. That's some other people that was all surprised and shocked. And keep saying, but if we ain't give Matt Ryan all that money, man, keep my quarterback name out your mouth. He was out there running and kicking and catching, and he was doing everything. He was on one lane.
Like I keep telling everybody, with all the Matt Ryan takes, I mean, everybody will find something else to talk about because he's gonna be here 2 more years. So do y'all have 2 more years of footage of posts and hate? Because I mean, y'all got to be running out because y'all saying the same thing. So
same thing. Don't call nobody else's name.
Like I told my partner, I said I ain't know Matt Ryan gave up that punt return. I mean the kickoff return. I didn't know. I ain't know Matt Ryan played safety. I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't know. Everybody. Enjoy Wild Card Wednesday. I love these wild card games. I love them. One and done.
One and done.
One and done. Let's see if the Dodgers can hold out. They won't have no Kershaw though. Kershaw is done.
No
everybody.
Kershaw, no money.
Done. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, they got to do the, Scherzer. They got that other boy they took from New York because they always just, we got money, we'll throw it at you. I hope they lose. I hope they get mud stumped. I was so happy when Boston came out there hitting home runs on them fools last night. That dude got paid $300 million. He can't even get out of the third inning. Bravo. I loved it.
Jared Cole had to look on his face last night like, man, all they're gonna talk about New York City tomorrow is my paycheck.
$300 million. He can't even get out of the third inning.
Hey y'all.
Loved it.
We love y'all, man. We gone, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. Week 5. The NFL flying by. Week 5.
Yeah. Go Braves.
Y'all be easy.
Bye.
Peace.